Hi everyone, today I thought it would be fun to have a go at colouring one of these Enchantments gift tags by Johanna Basford. Now I've coloured a few of these before with different things, but I've never done one with glitter gel pens, which is what I'm going to try today. I have picked this particular one because I think it lends itself well to multicolours, which is what I decided to go for. I know Christmas is coming, we might be thinking of doing gift tags, and I thought that we could just add a few glittery colours to this and see how it looks really. So I'm just going to take my pens out to get started and sort of show you some of my ideas. Now with, oops, nearly knocking a pencil on the floor. With this one here, for example, let me zoom in a bit closer for you. We've got lots of little sections, but if we do them all the same colour of glitter pen, we might lose the fact that they're petals. So I thought with something like this, I could choose two shades of blue. I've got two different blues here, and maybe do alternate ones, or even do something completely different like blue and silver, maybe. Could do two shades of green, could do green and red, orange and yellow. There's lots of options. I'm going to try my blue and silver idea, I think. Now these pens that I'm using are Shan's Highlight 12 colour glitter pens. I will link to them in the description for you. You can see what they're like once I start going. Now keeping in the lines is going to be tricky for me because I'm stretching a little bit to fit this under the tripod, but I'm sure I'll cope well enough. Now something with gel pens that we have to remember is that they will smudge if they're not left to dry properly. So if you you need to colour them so that you're not running your hand back over what you've just coloured, obviously. And you also need to be mindful if you're going to put a colour next to this one that you don't want to do it immediately, or else they might blend together. And that might be something you want to do. I am thinking of having a go at blending some gel pens. I'm getting some gel pens for Christmas. Yes, Father Christmas has already told me what he's getting me. There's a reason for that. I had a £10 voucher for Castle Arts a while ago, and I just bought them and put them away for Christmas. My husband gets quite stressed about making sure that I have the right Christmas present, so I don't want him to get stressed at Christmas, so I just buy what I want or let him know what I want, and then he knows what to get me. And I don't get surprises, whoops, but I don't mind. I'm not into surprises. Now I'm really hoping that we've got an even number of petals on this plant. I'm beginning to think, oh, what happens if we've got an odd number? I'm sure I have to improvise, but I hope I don't have to. How many of you are looking to see? I can't, because I've got to concentrate on trying to stay in the lines. Now I'm actually wondering whether that looks okay with a white. I think that's really nice. I don't know if I want to add another colour to that. Oh, one thing with these pens is the pens are triangular, as are the lids. It's really difficult to get the lids on. So I'm going to leave that, and I will show you the glitter. See it shine. Okay, so let's do a different one. Now this one here is a little odd because we've got some black, and I think I'm going to colour over the black. So I'm just going to pick somewhere to start here. And again, I'm only going to do every other one. I think I'm going to keep that pattern through, and I will decide if I'm going to do the other ones or not, or just keep some white on this gift card. Now I'm not sticking to Christmassy colours, I'm just sticking to sparkle. I think that can be quite fun. So I'm going to go over the black on this one. It goes around the edge of the card a little bit. Get quite small here. I'm going to turn it around a little bit to make it easier. It's not like there is a right or wrong way up with this, so we can just keep going around. So I hope you're all getting ready for Christmas, getting excited. If you don't celebrate, that you're finding some fun in other ways. It's rather nice for us to have a sort of holiday or celebration at a time of year when it's quite dark. Nice to have fairy lights on and things like that. So I hope even if you don't celebrate, I know there are people that don't, that you're finding something positive in life, that you're having a fun time. You know, just because you may not traditionally celebrate doesn't mean you can't still have lots of fun. Now I'm trying to think of what colour to go next. And I'm thinking, do I stick to a limited palette? Do I stick some oranges and reds in there, or do I just stick to pinks and purples? Don't know. I'm going to go in for a purple. I'm not telling you the names of these pens because they don't have identifying names and numbers. Oh, that is a gorgeous colour, it's pink. So you just have to sort of guess what you're doing. On yesterday's video, I thought I was using silver and I was using red. Now you might think to yourself, how on earth can she confuse silver and red? I mean, I thought that a bit too. But if you look at the outsides of the pens, I'll show you in a minute, you might think, okay. But then you might still think, nah, she's completely bonkers. But yeah, that's all right. So here is the silver. So that does look like silver, but here is the red, and for some reason I just thought it was a dark silver. Yeah, completely bonkers. Right, we've got a different blue here, which I'm going to try. Where should we go? Let's go here. This one it's got a lot of black in. And the black ones, the black shows through a little bit, but not completely, so maybe I'll just go over this one in this pen. I'll start here where this little bit is going off the edge of the page. And I don't know whether I'm going to go over the copper. I don't know whether that's a bit naughty, whether that's the right thing to do. Am I being really naughty doing that? I'm going to go round that way, or else I'm going to be putting my hand into the wet gel. This is a really different shade of blue. I can't figure out what I'm doing. Going over the copper again. I don't think I'm going to do that on all of them, but we'll see. I'll see what it looks like, whether I think it works. We actually need to think about the leaves. There's some leaves as well. I'm just thinking that colour, you can't see. I am so sorry. That colour there is quite greeny, not bluey, so maybe we will introduce lots of random colours. I am so sorry that you couldn't see. I'm sure you know how to colour a gel pen, though, hopefully. There's that one. I am going to do the leaves next. Now the greens are different. I've got a dark green, light green. I'm going to use the dark green. I'm going to do the leaves so that I don't accidentally use the pen for something else. And I'm going to do the whole of this leaf, including the black bit. Oh, that's pretty. It's quite scratchy on this cardboard. I'm sorry if that noise is making your fingernails curl. Now, do I go round the copper or do I leave the copper? Yeah, I'm going to leave the copper on this one. And just go inside it. Yeah, I think that looks okay. And where are we? We've got a leaf here. I can do the whole of that because there's no copper. And hopefully we can still see a bit of Johanna's pretty doodling underneath. We can, that I can see. Any other leaves? That's a leaf there. Oh, it's a helicopter. I'm going to leave the copper on that one. Gosh, that's unusual. I tend to only get them round if someone's missing. I hope it's nothing nasty. Oh, there's a leaf there. Now we've got a bit of random copper going on right in the middle of the leaf there. So I might go over that. Again, I don't know if that's really naughty. There we go. Okay, let's do orange. Bring some other colour in. I am going to zoom out a bit, or I'm going to keep getting you out of shot all the time. I'm going to do this one orange. Now we've got a mixture of black and plain. I'm going to start on a plain and just see what happens. We'll end up probably colouring over some black and leaving some white. That might be perfectly fine. You may prefer to colour every leaf, every petal I mean. Because we can actually see the black through, then it probably will work. But now I've started doing it this way, I'm quite liking it, so I'm going to leave it. But as I say, you can decide for yourself. That one looks really odd because that one isn't black. I'm going to leave it. We'll let it be odd. Okay, we have one here now. I will do red, I think, here. It's quite dark, this red, isn't it? I think it's nice. Now we're going to run out of pens. What I like about these glitter pens mostly, well, there's lots of different things. I like the glitter, I like the colours, they run wet, you know, they flow smoothly. They don't smell. It sounds odd. I've got some Uniball Signo glitter pens and they really smell very strongly. I'm going to do this one in this colour, which I think is probably purple, not blue, but I'm not sure because I don't want it near that one. And they smell, and it's not a pleasant smell, so that isn't nice. Whereas these don't smell. It's always nice to have something. Yeah, if it was a nice scent, I'd be alright with that. But there's no smell at all. That not noticeable. I haven't stuck my nose in the pen. But like some, you know, when you're using art materials, you notice that's not running out, is it? I don't think so. You notice if there's a bit of a odour, should we say. I noticed Black Widow pencils have a bit of a smell. Oh, look. Oh dear. I don't find it unpleasant, but those glitter pens I do. It's almost a bit gluey, fishy. Ugh. Not nice. It's not as strong as like Araldite or something. It's a type of brand of glue. It's really nice. I think this one might be running out a little bit. I'm not sure. Oh, I've got an uneven amount. Or have I messed up? No. What are we going to do? What do you think? Too white, too blue? Too blue. Too blue there. We'll pretend Johanna drew it a bit thick. I think it will work. We might get away with it. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm just going to wipe my glittery finger over on a bit of paper. So I don't want to get green glittery fingerprints. Right, I now have two greens and we've got loads of green leaves. I'll do this big one in this green colour, I think. Just want to move that a little bit out of my way. I've just spotted there's a leaf in there too. So with this, I'm going to leave, I'm not going to colour over the, you can't see, over the copper triangles. I'm going to leave them. I'm going to colour around them because they sort of match, the whole thing is the same. Oh, I'm going down the hole where the string is. To turn this round a little bit. Try not to put my hand on it. It's a little bit awkward. If I had a bit more time, I would probably leave a bit to dry before I did the next bit, or I might have thought a bit more carefully about the order I was colouring it in. Thing is, I'm rotating it. When you do a page, you usually work from one way, from left to right if you're right-handed, and then you don't smudge. But anyway, I'm sure it's fine. It's quite a bluey green. It's really pretty. have done a review of these pens, by the way. I can't remember what I coloured, which is a bit silly of me, but I reviewed them. Well, it's quite hard, I find, to do a review of a brand new thing, because you only use it during the review, which I think is rather nice when you're using it first time to share that experience on video. But having only used it once, you don't really know what they're like. You know, if I use these 4 times and they went dry, then that wouldn't be very good, but obviously I don't know when I first open it. It's rather like outshot again. It's rather like when you first use something, when you've just received something. I just draw my hand again. I'm going to go back to the green for the leaf that's here. And the one that's there. It's rather like when Amazon asks you to review an item within a few days of receiving it. You can't really tell what it's like that quickly. Right, I've nearly run out of colours. So I've got gold and silver, and I want to use the gold for the middles of the flowers, where I have I think I use the silver. I do the silver down here on this little one here. Yeah, it's rather like Amazon asks you to review a product and you go, oh, this is brilliant, and then 2 days later it breaks. I've not had this experience, but I'm just saying, then it's too late, you've already given it a good review. But I think you can go in and edit reviews. Anyway, we've got a green one. This is a big one in green. I put my finger on that one. I can't decide what to do with this one that my finger is on, because it is got quite a lot of black and copper on it already. I don't know if it really needs colour. I'll have a look. But I've used these pens a few times and so far so good. It's always very hard to know whether they last a long time or not, because I don't always use glitter that often, you know. So I basically now got one left there, look, teeny, and one left here. And I've run out of colours, so I'm going to grab a different, what colour should I grab? I've got a pink here. It's a, oh, can't see, let's put it down there. Uniball Signo, upside down. Signo Uniball pen. I'm going to use it for this. Yes, I put my finger down in it again. Oh my goodness. I must be laughing and laughing. I'm covered, look, I'm covered in sparkly glitter. Right, I need to find a way of hold it with the lid. Down there. So I'm going to do this one in pink. As I said, there's a lot going on, but I'm going to cover over the copper or the black like I have on the others to make it consistent. I chose this pink because I know that it's a bit different to the other pink. It's paler, and so it will look different. And we have got a lot of blues and greens in this set, so it's quite nice to have a pink here. This is quite fun as well to do this just before Christmas. Do that one. Coming up to Christmas, playing with glitter. So we've got one down here as well, which I am going to do, let me think. We probably could do with another sort of orangey type colour. I think I've got an orange. I have got the Pentel pens, but I want to know exactly what colour I'm getting. And these tell me, so I can see like that is orange. Whereas with the Pentel ones, I get a bit muddled as to which colour is going to come out of the pen, because they change colour. There we go, and it's much brighter than the other orange, which is quite yellowy. So last of all, I have got the gold. Yeah, and I'm just going to do the centres of any that haven't got any copper on, like that one, and around there. Quite tricky to hold it. Let's hold it there with the lid. And so I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm doing these little balls, the ones that aren't coppery. My gold. And then these dots here. And these ones. This pink colour is so pretty, it's like it's pink with purple glitter. And I did get asked by someone to compare these with a pentel. They're very different because most of them, the glitter is just the same colour as the gel, which personally I find easier, as I just explained, but you don't get that sort of wow factor. I think I should do that one with something. So I'm going to find another pen to do that one, because I think it just looks odd because it's the only one that hasn't got glitter on it. What sort of colour? I've got a purple. So yeah, so for me that is an advantage, but they're just different, you know. So I'm going to go in with purple, like I said. Again, I'll just hold it still with the lid so I don't get it all over my hands. So I'm going to go over the copper. Purple. These can be a little bit scratchy, you might be able to hear that, where because the glitter is quite big, whereas the other ones and the pentel, the glitter is finer, and so not only do I think it sparkles more, but you'll be able to judge for yourself in a minute. I think it makes it a little easier to use, a little smoother flowing. So I tip that towards the light. Now you can see the copper is actually shinier than a lot of the glitter, which is quite interesting. Now the ones that aren't, this pink here, that is the Uniball one, and this orange down here, you can see that colour's more vibrant, but I don't think it's any more glittery. And which other Uniball one did we use? Orange, pink, and this purple over here. So you can see they're all fairly sparkly and glittery. I think the pentel ones might be more sparkly, but there we go. So there is that for you. So I hope you've enjoyed that video. I had great fun playing around with glitter and getting it. I'm going to have to go and give my hands a really good scrub, but I find that it doesn't wash off, so I just have to sparkle, you know. There we go. Maybe I'm just sparkly. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that was fun for you. I know it wasn't very technical as such. I probably didn't teach you very much, but I think it's a bit of fun. And I think that's really brightened up that gift tag, although obviously it was really pretty before. But there we go. So thank you very much for watching and happy colouring.